The default landing page when a user logs in to Statseeker is the dashboard's homepage that we see here. I have my main navigator with our dashboards, the reporting console, custom report configuration, and our administration tools for managing your Statseeker server. Depending on your access level within Statseeker, some of these options may be hidden, but for this video, I'm running through the system as an admin level user. Next to the user account options, we have links to our Statseeker help documentation and videos, and to generate a ticket for assistance with the Statseeker support team. In the right panel, we have advisory content regarding new versions and service pack availability, and on the left we have some of the available dashboards. The Statseeker default dashboards, these are the standard out-of-the-box dashboards available with every Statseeker deployment, and some user-specific content, recently viewed dashboards, and those which have been added by the user to a favourites list. These favourites are also available from the dashboard menu. Let's have a quick look at a dashboard. This is our default device overview, so we're focusing on just a single device. We have configuration and summarised state data, historical and current device health metrics, event metrics, and some summarised and historical traffic data. In the top left, we have some dashboard variables, and these can be used to define the dashboard content. A group variable offering all of the groups that I've got access to on the server, and if I select a group, the content of the device variable updates to reflect that group selection. And selecting a device will update the dashboard content. Most panels contain links to reports or other dashboards, and here I'm clicking through to the interface overview dashboard. And this type of functionality can be configured to produce custom workflows and assist with troubleshooting. Where we have a graph with multiple series, we can use the legend to refine that display. And we can interact with the graph itself to focus on a specific reporting period. This selection is then reflected by the dashboard time filter and passed back to all other panels in the dashboard. The time filter contains a configurable list of default values and the ability to define a custom reporting period as needed. Now, Statseeker maintains your entire data history at the original poll granularity. So even though we've gone back almost 2 years, we can still view our network performance minute by minute. Data summaries when that's all you want, and granular data whenever it's needed. That storage of historical data at poll granularity allows Statseeker to build accurate predictive models of behaviour for every element in your monitored network. The use of those data models is discussed in detail in documentation and videos. Have a look at Statseeker anomaly detection and data forecasting if you're interested. So we've had a quick look at a couple of the default dashboards, the device and interface overviews. Statseeker also offers a network summary for a high-level current state of your network, a syslog overview. Here we're using Statseeker as a syslog collector, and we can use the variables here to filter that message content. With the ping RTT comparison dashboard, you can compare ping times between a couple of gateway devices or remote offices, or a device in this rack versus that rack. You can update thresholds in the dashboard to suit the devices that you've selected, and view an hourly breakdown of ping times across days of the week for those select devices. Out of the box, Statseeker also has dashboards focusing on hardware inventory, unused resources, MAC IP tracking, and server health. These dashboards can be used as they come or customized to suit your needs, and you can always build your own custom dashboards to provide any view into your network that you might need. Here we've customized the device overview, adding an interface state panel. This is a custom network outages dashboard with the ability to add a note to the event record generated when a device goes down. Your custom dashboards can have site-specific breakdowns. You can include live feeds. Here we've got a regional overview highlighting outages and ping times. Or maybe you want to look at threshold breaches and alert states as an addition to a knock display. In addition to the dashboards, Statseeker offers a wide range of reports covering every aspect of your network. To access the reports, we head off to the console. Here, we can filter down to an individual device, an ad hoc selection of devices, or a pre-configured group of devices or interfaces. These groups are generally created and populated according to simple rules that you define and are automatically updated every day to ensure that the contents reflect any infrastructure changes that you make. And over here, a list of out-of-the-box reports that automatically filters itself to reflect the types of devices that Statseeker has found on your network. For a quick network-wide overview, I can select all groups and then view the TopX summary report. I can use my device or group selection to narrow that focus down to any area of the network I want, a device, a remote office, my WAN links, maybe this subnet. I'll look at my entire network. Here we have current device outages, worst ping response times, top talkers, and other traffic-related metrics, and all of these update every 60 seconds. Like all Statseeker reports, this could be sent to a non-Statseeker user within my organization as a PDF or the data exported as a CSV. Let's have a look at one of these interfaces in a little more detail. This one is reporting a high level of outbound traffic. Is this normal or is there something unusual going on? We can see the data history for the last 12 hours, but I want to see if this is typical for the interface for this time of day. Because Statseeker stores your network data at the original poll granularity, you can go back years and review critical metrics minute by minute if needed. For this, I just want to go back a couple of months. You can configure your reports to display a typical graph, or when you want to easily detect data patterns and trends, shift to a calendar view like we see here, where I'm displaying the last 90 days. And we can see going back over the last 3 months that the ramping up of traffic is what we would expect on that interface for this specific time of day. In the event that an issue is detected and you've taken measures to address that issue, you can poll an interface in real time to monitor the impact of your changes. Out of the box, Statseeker offers over 350 reports. And even though the report list filters itself to suit your network, the list can still be extensive, so we can search for reports such as SLA reports. The default SLA reports look back over 13 months and you can see your metrics and how they stack up against your specified SLA values. You can look at syslog or SMP traps. Simply forward those to your Statseeker server. Statseeker will collect and store that data and you can alert against and report on syslog content. And with Statseeker reports, you can run the report and then filter the content by device or group or content within the report and even modify the reporting period on the fly. Let's have a quick look. I'll select a couple of groups and the report updates to filter down to only trap messages coming from either of those selected groups of devices. Filtered by message content, say only failed authentication messages. And I can report on the last 5 minutes or the last 90 days. Statseeker also manages an inventory of your monitored network. What devices you're monitoring? Are they full SNMP metric polled or ping only? What model is the hardware? What software and firmware versions are you running on it? If you're not monitoring all interfaces on a device, which are being monitored? You can report on the interface admin and opera status. We even have an out-of-the-box report detailing what hardware in your network is being underutilized. This will show us, over the last 90 days, which interfaces have carried no traffic at all. The value in that is if we're looking at an office, say in Berlin. If we're expanding the office, do we need to invest in a new switch or two? How many interfaces on existing hardware haven't been used in the last 90 days? And we can see here that there's quite a number. Many Statseeker users manage very large networks across multiple sites, and this can really simplify the process as well as save some money. It's very quick and simple to pull up reports on a wide range of metrics across your network, whether it's jitter, server temperature, battery levels on the UPS. Statseeker has all of those reports on hand. So we've just had a quick look at Statseeker dashboards and reports. Statseeker offers not only what we've seen here, but defining rules to automatically group your infrastructure for use in filtering your reports, dashboards and alert configurations. We cover data analytics and predictive modeling, alerting, building custom dashboards, reports and workflows, user permissions and server administration. Statseeker even offers a RESTful API for integrating Statseeker with any other system within your organization. and you can always contact the Statseeker sales team to arrange a personal walkthrough and to discuss the network monitoring needs specific to your organisation. Thanks for your time.